All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Sasponelo D, we are out here at the Durban Exhibition Centre for the Articulate Africa, Batsige Art and Book Fair year 2026. And right beside me, I have a beautiful queen called Tessa. How are you, Tessa?
I'm good, thank you. Very excited to be in Durban.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Can you tell me, how do you feel about the session that you are in the panel? How do you think about it, like the overall?
So the session that I was in was around cultural identity and the South African condition today. And we focused a lot on not just cultural identity in general, but how it intersects with politics in particular and economics. And I think the session was good because it reflected on things like getting beyond the stereotypes, getting beyond just understanding cultures as artifacts, and understanding that it's about people's lived experiences and their actual humanity. I think we also spoke about the fact that part of the heritage of this country, unfortunately, is colonialism and apartheid that thrived on and was engineered around division. And that if we're going to change things about this country and do the unity project that everybody's been talking about, we're going to have to be as intentional as the apartheid government was about dividing us. If we're going to be more united. So I think it was a really good conversation, hearing from different perspectives and different voices around how we start to address cultural identity as an active, real attempt at fixing the country and not just something that we do on Heritage Day.
Interesting. So, how do you feel about the progress in our country, like for the last 32 years?
I'm very demoralized about the progress in the country at the moment. I really am. I'm extraordinarily demoralized. And that's because I think that one of the mistakes that we made when we had the democratic transition is that I don't think we clearly defined what success in democracy looks like. I think we got very caught up in terms of the political system and having the right to vote and having institutions, and we didn't get a vision and a picture of what it looks like for everybody to live in this country successfully and live as equals and live with democratic people's power in our hands. What the consequence has been is that we have nice institutions, but we have people's lives not reflecting the democratic ideal, not reflecting what freedom should look like, what democracy should look like, what equality should look like. So I'm very desperate about the idea that we have to give democracy real meaning. Democracy can't just be a vote. It cannot just be a vote. It has to be people's real lives reflecting that change.
So the way I see is the more of they're selling us dreams.
Oh, we've been sold dreams. Well, if there's anything that has happened. Oh, we have been sold not just dreams, like mythologies. One of the things I said on the panel is that apartheid was a project. The Rainbow Nation was a metaphor. It was a myth. Like, it was a dream. It was literally a dream. It was not a project. We don't know what the project actually was. We get told about the RDP project. Where did that project go to? We get told that, we're on the triple effects. There's no project, in fact. We are just freestyling at the moment. We are freestyling, and we've also, in the process, given away our power to other people. We've given away our political power to politicians and to the state and to government, and then we've also given our economic power away to businesses and capital. So we're just sitting very haplessly as the majority of South Africans waiting for the dream to be realized. And I think that we should never have said that democracy is a dream come true. Democracy is an opportunity. The lion isn't freed to be free. The lion is freed to hunt, to go out there and actually conquer. And I think we're a lion that is just free to be free at the moment.
So moving forward, what can we do to make our country a better place?
I'm going to be very practical about this. And I'm going to say the first thing that we need to do, this year is an election year. It's a local government election year. I hope that what we do in this election is we focus on our communities, not the political parties. We ask ourselves, how do we use this election to actually build power in our communities, strengthen our communities, come together, not be divided by politics, but be united in the issues that our communities need. Let's vote with our communities and with each other, not with the political parties. Let's decide what it is that we need for our communities and build power around that. I think the second big thing that we need to do is we have to get back to the idea of economic power as the objective, right? We have to get to the idea that, and not just economic power in terms of getting jobs. Jobs is not the only thing. Water, sanitation, food, housing, all of those are economic issues. Really, security, they're all economic issues because they're about our material conditions, the real things that affect our lives. And I think we have to set a standard that says we are going to support each other economically, invest in each other economically, and we're going to build economic power as opposed to wait for somebody to give us the economy.
Thank you so much. Such a great and interesting interview with you, Tessa. I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you so much, and I hope that Durban continues to be this hot. This is exactly where I want to be throughout December or throughout winter, because it feels like December. I'm like, guys, are you sure you're not doing December now? Because this feels like
they're saying Durban is the warmest city, and
it is.
there's no lie.
No, I thought it was winter, but now I realize you guys are always in December, so I'm going to be back here for sure.
Thank you so much, sis.
Sure.
Thank you. Bafethu, we are here. This is Blackground People. We are out here at Durban Exhibition Centre. We still have more to come. Signing out.